Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Matt and I'm back with a brand new video. I have another exciting kind of unboxing and review video for everyone. I do owe everyone updates on the layout. I apologize for that. I've been playing around with other toys and I haven't been working on my layout lately, so unfortunately I haven't gotten much done there. But I keep buying things, and so I want to share with you the stuff that I buy, and especially what I bought for today's video, because I think it's pretty exciting. So this is a Trinity 50-foot High Cube Boxcar by a company called Prairie Shadows Model Railway Company. Pardon me. This is the box that it came in, nice beautiful purple box, and I believe they are pretty new on the scene. At least I hadn't heard about them before this release right here. And they do have a couple other cars that are available. And if they are anything like this, I think we have a new contender for one of the best model railroad car manufacturers on the scene, because this is a really fantastic offering. And I'm really excited to share that with you today. So what we have here is, it's a 50-foot boxcar. It's a lot like a boxcar that you might see from a company like ExactRail. Aurora Miniatures makes a similar one as well. I'm sure a couple other companies make them too. But everyone loves a good-looking modern boxcar, and you know, who can blame them? They're great. And this one is just like I would say Aurora Miniatures, or you know, offering by any of these other sort of high-end, what we call, like I call anyway, end game model railroad car manufacturers. This has all the detail, and it looks fantastic. Separately applied detail around the doors, the underbody detail. I don't know if you can see that very well here, but it has all these little wires and hoses and bips and bops and stuff that I don't even know what it is, but it's all there, looking great. You have coupler cut levers at the end of the car body there, as well as brake hoses and Caddy metal couplers installed on the car as well, which is awesome, because that you can factor that into the expense of purchasing one of these cars for yourself. The cost of the car is $49.99, so it is in line with, I think, cost of any sort of a new high-end rail car that you might find these days. But you know, everything you expect to see in a car of this price range is there. So I think the value for what you get is spot on with where the industry is these days. I wanted this in particular because I wanted to try something from a new company. And I also love blue boxcars. Not blue box cars, but blue boxcars. That was a little joke for Isaac, sorry. And I thought that this was kind of unique and kind of special. It has this really unique ribbing, kind of this horizontal ribbing pattern here, which I hadn't seen on any of the other manufacturers offering, so I thought that was kind of unique, and I wanted to pick it up for that reason as well. Let's see, what else is there to say? Let's take a quick test of these couplers, and just to make sure that they are lining up okay with the gauge, and this is spot on this side, and it latches perfectly, of course, because it is, it is a Caddy coupler. Let's come over here, and yep, that lines up perfectly as well. Awesome. No, it is a beautiful car. Let's also take a second and compare this with, I think it's most direct, sort of the most direct comparison you can make between two cars, and that is to compare it to the ExactRail Trinity 50-foot boxcar. The biggest difference you'll see is just the ribbing pattern is going to be different here. I would say all the other side body details are very much comparable between the two. I don't see any sort of differences here. You know, the door rails and stuff are separately applied on both of these cars. Like all the door latches and all that stuff is all separately applied as well. You have the wire grab irons on both, and they both look in scale with each other and both look pretty great. The only, I think, real major differences between the two cars is, and this is like I think this is the latest ExactRail offering of this car. This version does not have a lot of the underbody detail that hangs down low like you would see on that version. and there are no coupler cut levers, nor are there brake hoses on this. You'll have to apply that yourself, which is fine. I got a bunch of that already purchased and ready to go whenever I get to weathering this. That will go on the car. ExactRail does come with Caddy couplers pre-installed as well, so that is something that these two cars share. So I think they're similar price too. I believe they're right about the same $50 price point for both. So here's a good example where this car right here, this mold, this model is 10 years old at this point, maybe even a little bit older, whereas this is a brand new model. You know, looking at each other side by side, they will look perfectly fantastic together. This is just adding a little more of the underbody detail, a little more of the brake hoses and the coupler cut levers, and that's about it. So I would say, both of these work fantastic for a model railroad together. Certainly, this is probably a nicer car at this point, but I can see the next time when Scale Trains gets around to kind of updating this car, re-releasing it, that they'll probably end up adding some of those additional details that the more modern offerings have to offer when it comes to these high-end cars like this. Okay, so that's about it for this car. I don't want to get too rambly with this, but I do think that this is a really fantastic offering. I love that we have these smaller companies just coming into the hobby, offering stuff that competes with guys that have been here for years, competes on the same level as guys that have been here for years. And I love that that the competition that brings, and I love that everyone just has a little more options, and maybe we get some more of these kind of more unique look and style of specific cars to help really fill out a roster, or maybe get that exact car that you wanted to see modeled, that you saw on the rails that one day. The more companies doing these kinds of cars at this level of quality just means the more opportunity that we'll have to get awesome stuff on our layouts, and this is definitely one of those awesome things. Thank you everyone for checking out this video, and I will see you in another video.